tired right now. My back really hurts. It really, really hurts. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm so tired of just putting this all together. I'm so tired. Really, like my back constantly hurts. So I'm trying my best to speak. So I hope you can understand or at least hear me. So I'm just going to do this. If you can hear me just a bit. Okay. Maybe then the microphone will hear me. It's so annoying, this microphone. Okay. So I want to talk about the Daily Wire series. Not many people are talking about this. Just a week ago or two, I think, they started production and so much has already been filmed. So well, not so much. I just saw a couple of images and it's like, wow, they're really into it, really in this momentum. So the Daily Wire series in question is obviously the Pendragon Cycle. The Pendragon Cycle is based on the books The Pendragon Cycle by Stephen Lawhead, I think that's his name. And obviously it is a series of books, but the only thing is I don't know how the books are. I never read them. I don't really know how they kind of work out in the end. That's the thing I'm wondering. I'm pondering because so far from what I've heard, they are filming 7 episodes. This could possibly be either a season, just possibly one season, or it could be maybe all books, which won't make sense because even if the books are, let's just say, like, I'm assuming 300 pages each, that's a lot of story to have like a season each. You know what I'm saying? You can fit a lot in 300 pages. You can fit so much. So I don't know how many pages there are. I really wish I Googled that. Um, okay, so moving along, let's just move out from that conversation because I don't know what's specifically how big the books are. I don't know about that. But what I do know is that Jeremy Boring and uh, a co-director, Ryan Whittaker, basically directing this all together. Jeremy Boring pledged $100 million last year to children's content, but also he announced 2 series for adults, which is the S.R.G series based on the book by Anne Rand. I don't know how to pronounce her name, but based on the book series was based on the book, and the Pendragon Cycle based on the Pendragon Cycle book series. Overall, overall, it is interesting to finally see them do something with this, with at least one of their IPs they have right now. It's good because I've been waiting for something like that. Last year, Daily Wire really blessed their audience with, uh, what was it? Terror on the Prairie, Shut In. What else? There was another movie, the superhero movie. There were also documentaries like What is a Woman? Like 2022 was a big year for the Daily Wire, but obviously they really want to go deeper with the escapist content. If you watch the Daily Wire town hall meetings, you will understand what's going on. Basically, they just want to entertain. Some of these guys who work in the Daily Wire, they have a lot of acting credentials. In other words, they possibly actors, or maybe they have some sort of role with just filmmaking. Andrew Clavin. This guy is not only an author, but he also wrote screenplays. This guy was in Hollywood long ago. Um, Michael Knowles was also someone um, who was an actor. He has acted in films, and his latest acting gig was a film in 2019. It was a comedy film. I think it was like a low budget comedy film. And then you have what else? I'm trying to think. You also have someone like Brett Cooper, who is literally an actress. She has a lot of acting credentials. Okay, she has been on a lot of shows, so she is an experienced actress. So, fun fact, Brett Cooper recently has been announced a role in this TV series. which is interesting because I never really thought they will do that. I was wondering, will they ever use presenters, their commentary, their commentary presenters as any role in their films whatsoever? But it seems that they're finally doing it with Brett Cooper. When you look at the Daily Wire, you have a lot of people, a lot of talent, even the non-presenters, a lot of talent in that company. And Daily Wire is, they're currently building up stuff. I don't like when people say Daily Wire isn't doing anything. They are doing a lot for culture. You know, what is a woman? The escapist content they brought last year. What else? Um, the shows they're preparing for, the cartoons they have, the freaking store they made, the the he him she her chocolates, and the Jeremy's razors, and now soap. They're really diving in what they really like. I'm sorry, this is not a scripted live stream. I'm sorry, but they are really deep in this, and that's what I really approve of, because a lot of people in the culture war, they don't really do a lot of stuff. It's not a bad thing if you can't do a lot of stuff. Just even making content on YouTube is good enough, if not great enough as it is, because years ago I had no idea you can actually complain about this. I had no idea you were allowed to complain about it, because a lot of people just kind of mindlessly followed. So I was afraid of calling stuff out, like all the woke stuff out. So when you see people like Nerdrotic and Geeks and Gamers calling stuff out, you get a bit more confident in this type of stuff, and you feel like you're not alone. But the thing is that that's just commentary. Daily Wire has enough money to actually do a lot of stuff, and that's why I'm so happy when they're actually using that money to kind of create this culture they want, create the culture, not just complain about it. There's nothing wrong with complaining about wokeness, nothing at all. But the thing is that a lot of major companies have a lot of money, so they can do more than just complain about wokeness. And Daily Wire has a lot of money. They almost gave Crowder $50 million deal. Okay, I'm just saying they have a lot of money to actually create content. So they should create content. They should build up stuff, which is good. It's great. They should be doing it. So let's start focusing on this series. So they started filming in Europe. Italy and Hungary are the two locations. So I don't know where in Italy or Hungary. I don't know, but somewhere, okay, somewhere. And the thing is that right now Jeremy Boring is directing. And fun fact, Jeremy Boring is a director. He has some directing credentials. So yeah, he also has a co-director, Ryan Whittaker, which is interesting. So two people are directing, and at first I was like, wait, Jeremy Boring directing this? Don't get me wrong. When he mentioned this in a town hall meeting about how he grew up with the Pendragon Cycle series, it kind of makes sense that he wants to direct it. But not only that, it's just that now you look at it, he also has directing credentials. This guy has some, at least, experience directing something, which is a good thing. Now, there are some images out there. I can't really show the images because I don't know how it's possible to show images on a live stream like this, coming live from YouTube. Um, but there are well, not a lot of images, just a few images that kind of give you the idea of what's to come. And that's interesting because the few images you see, wonderful images, and I'm happy that they are so serious about this. I was wondering when on earth they will start their new series, when on earth they will just start implementing all of their content they promised, and it seems that they're going to start doing it basically possibly next year, maybe with the kids stuff next year, because they did say one of the kids stuff they filmed, the chinchilla series, as or like some of the episodes have already been voiced. They have some animation being done. Like they take this really seriously. Please understand that when you're a major company like the Daily Wire, the culture war is important. It has to be important to you, and I'm glad they really grew. I remember years ago just watching them, and they're more than just politics. They kind of branched out to sports and stuff like that, which is really good. I don't think they have a weatherman, which is kind of disappointing, but I think they should kind of, you know, dive deep on that. Anyways, anyways, um, Daily Wire is becoming something more than just political commentary. It's coming something, well, it's becoming another Hollywood. And the thing is that we can never have too many Hollywoods. The main Hollywood, the current day Hollywood is falling apart, and there are a lot of reasons why Hollywood is falling apart. Obviously, now you have a lot of strikes and whatnot, so yeah. Um, but the problem lies more before the strikes. It happened before the strikes. All these problems with the politics forced in these films, and I'm not even joking with the politics. Even the cartoon series, they just rebooted Tiny Toons. Some of you may have never watched Tiny Toons before. I watched a couple of episodes ages ago when it was on TV, and it wasn't for me. I was just a stupid kid. I never understood most of it, but I remember when I got a chance to watch it, it seemed like an interesting concept, with the next generation of Looney Tunes. Now what they did is they made one of the characters. I think the character's name is Sweetie Bird, no, Sweetie Pie. I can't remember. It's been so long. But they took that character and they basically made her a feminist. I'm not even joking. There's this one scene in the intro where she takes the statue, which is labeled patriarchy, and she flips it over. They turned her into something so crazy. And I heard she has two moms. Oh my goodness. They also made Buster and Babs siblings. They are not siblings. In the original, they were never siblings. They kept saying no relations, no relations every time they mentioned that. Anytime it was mentioned, I can't remember how many times they said it, but they said it a lot of times. No relations. Buster and Babs Bunny, no relations. They were not related. Oh my goodness, they actually made them related. How, Sway? How? Anyways, I'm just saying Hollywood has a lot of problems, and it's not just the movies, it's the TV shows, and I really wonder how Daily Wire is going to continue this stuff, because the thing is that, when you start off a TV series, a TV streaming platform where you have movies and shows, it is going to be very difficult. Obviously, I feel like right now the best thing they can do is also buy rights to certain shows. For example, Jeremy Boring on Twitter a couple weeks ago, a couple days ago, in fact, mentioned that he wanted to buy this very lovely show, something in Oxford, something. It was like a romantical show. It felt very pleasant, very sweet. They wanted to you wanted to buy the rights of the show, which is interesting, you know, because the thing is that even the superhero show they purchased, they did not make it. They just purchased it. Even the school shooting movie, they purchased the rights to the movie. You know what I'm saying? So it's their rights to the movie. And when it comes to their movies, that were specifically bespoke for them, like Shut In, Terror on the Prairie, anything else. There was another movie I forgot. Was there another movie? I don't know. I need to check the website. It's been so long. But overall, Daily Wire is they kind of cranking up that content, and it took a long time, but they're finally doing it. So what I can say is that right now they're really into this. I should have scripted this video. I feel so stupid. I'm constantly just making a fool of myself. But there are only a few videos of this online. So yeah, if you're a fan of Daily Wire, or just interested in, medieval fantasy, I'm going to greatly assume that the Pendragon Cycle series is going to be good for you. I don't know how it's going to be specifically, because I have not read the books, but from what I've heard, it has more of a religious tone to it. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, then this will be for you. I'm assuming it's going to be free of all wokeness, because obviously it's from the Daily Wire. Zero wokeness, so that's good. It's just going to be escapist content people can watch, because that's what people need right now, escapist content. Daily Wire has provided a plethora of political commentary, but that's the thing, political commentary isn't enough. A lot of people want escapism. A lot of people like escapism. People don't want to be lectured all the time, and I think I can see where they're going with this series right now. So they are planning to um just make 7 episodes so far. I don't know how it's going to be. I don't know how the cycle of the episodes are going to be presented, once a week or one episode every day. I think it's best to post it once every couple of days, like every week. That's just good. Like every Friday evening. I think Friday evening is a good thing. Now, speaking about the Daily Wire, how can they actually improve the Daily Wire Plus, the streaming part of it? So put the politics aside. How can they turn this into a juggernaut of streaming? First, what they can do is make content for teens as well. Hello, hi. It's been so long. Anyways, I think they can make content for teens and adults. Those two markets are the least represented in history. So I think they can really go for that. It will be interesting to see how they kind of grow from a very small streaming service to a ginormous streaming service. Okay. Oh, okay. So anyways, I really just wonder how it's going to turn out. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. Bye.